Okay, so this is for you girls out there. How to keep a man around. So you found this terrific guy. He fulfills pretty much all your checklist or most of it. Now, how do you keep him around? Well, let's keep this really simple. Be a good listener. Find out continuously what's important to this guy. And that's all you got to do is be a great listener. And this goes for the guy as well, but we'll talk about the guy on a different video. But for you ladies, you met this great guy. Now, how do I keep him around? Well, just be a good listener and just follow some of the basic fundamentals of keeping a relationship nourished. Trust, very important, being supportive, personal development. And I think that's part of the key right there. And that's the majority of how to keep a guy around, how to keep him interested in you. So we're assuming that you share the same core values, which is fantastic. But then you have to add these other ingredients to the relationship, and it'll keep you guys together for long term. And that's what's important. Again, we all have different wants and needs. So being a good listener, not a good talker, being a good listener in what's important to a guy. Find out if sex continuously is important to the guy. Find out what his hobbies are, his interests are. Sometimes we have to do things to get what we want that perhaps we don't want to do, but we do it for the other person. And we have to do it with a smile, not with contempt. And that's what I found. A lot of the Generation X and Zs and millennials, most of them, they don't want to do the hard work or the work to keep this relationship nourished. And all you got to do is you start with listening, and the rest just all falls into place. Just be a good listener. We all have different wants and needs and hopes and dreams, and they all evolve in life. So what interests you at one point in your life may not interest you a little bit later. So it all evolves, and then you readapt. So if you want to keep a guy around, just be in touch with each other. It's nice to have that little comfort zone, having a person in your life. Well, it takes work. It's not like you see in the movies. It's not like you see in dramas or some of the nonsense you hear on YouTube. A lot of these relationship channels are being shared with you from people that have very little experience in life and in relationships. They regurgitating what they read in books and statistics, and that's not boots on the ground. That's not reality. Reality is what it is currently. So be a great listener, ladies. Find out what's important to your man, and find out what will be important to your man later on. Now, this is for a long-term relationship. Short-term can be managed and navigated just a little bit differently, but some of these key factors are still important. But for long-term, just be a great listener. It's that simple, you guys. Listening is so important. We tend to want to talk as human beings and want to be heard, but you have to take a step back and be a good listener. What's important to your partner? What's important is going to keep that relationship nourished. And you're going to follow all the other fundamentals as well. Loyalty, trust, supportiveness, personal development, keeping yourself fit. If you're a great cook, men love good food. So just find out what's important and just go from there, step by step. So hope you ladies find this well, and we'll catch you later. Take care.